Hello, sports fans, and welcome to Scout Sports 101 Thursday Night Football postgame show. The Pittsburgh Steelers know their margin for an error and possibly thin. They know no other way. The tighter the finish, the more the team they believe they can be. A team that rarely, if ever, shows itself for four quarters. Can't get nervous. Running back Jalen Warren said, "We're not ones to fold when the pressure builds. We love it. We love it." And sure, it looks like it. Kenny Pickett threw a 3-yard touchdown pass to Deontay Johnson with 4:02 to go, and Pittsburgh's defense turned away Tennessee rookie quarterback Will Levis twice in the final minutes of the Steelers as the Steelers rallied for a 20-16 win victory over the Tennessee Titans on Thursday night at Askew Stadium in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's now 5-3 on the season. They bounced back from a dismal loss to Jacksonville on last Sunday by doing what it has done so well for so long, hanging around long enough to pull it out in the end. 4 of Pittsburgh's 5 wins this season have come in games they've trailed entering the fourth quarter. All 5 of Pittsburgh's victories have come by 8 points or less. The fact that we continue to find ways to win, I think, is huge. Is a huge advantage for to us. Pickett said. Said Pickett, excuse me, who threw for 190 yards and the winning score uh, while playing with his aching ribs. No one panics down the stretch. We are all confident in each other. Pickett struggled at times, completing 19 of 30 carries and attempts, but found Johnson for a 32 yard for 32 yards down, the sideline on the go-ahead drive, then hit him again on a little out to Johnson beyond the goal line for receivers' first touchdown reception since January 3rd, 2022, a span of 23 games. It was a big deal to get him in the end zone, Pickett said. It's been too long. It's been too long for sure. Johnson finished with 7 receptions for 90 yards. Warren added 112 yards, including a burst over the right side for 22 yards on the winning drive. Najee Harris had 76 yards total and a touchdown as the Steelers continued a startling trend. Pittsburgh is the 29th team since 1970 to be outgained in each of its first 8 games, and the only one to have a winning record in spite of it. Obviously, we're not satisfied with where we are, Steelers outside linebacker TJ Watt said. We just need to continue to improve and eliminate problems as quickly as possible. Levis played well in his second NFL start, but couldn't match the electricity of his first 4-touchdown masterpiece against Atlanta. Levis threw for 262 yards, but his 39th and a final pass ended up being a first interception of his career when Steelers linebacker Juan Alexander picked off a pass at the goal line with 6 seconds remaining to steal it. It's so hard to win games, and you have an opportunity like that to win it at the end, and it doesn't happen. It makes you feel a whole lot worse, Levis said. Credit to them. They made the plays when they needed to, and we didn't. Now, Titans wide receiver Treylon Burks was carted off the field with just over 2 minutes to go when he landed hard on the Askew Stadium turf after unsuccessfully trying to haul in a 4th down heave from Levis. The second-year pro lay on the field for several minutes while being tended to by medical staff from both teams. Burks was alert and moving in the training room after the game. It's probably better than how it looked. uh, Venables said. Uh, the Steelers moved embattled offensive coordinator Matt Canada from the coaching box to the sideline in hopes of helping provide a spark to a unit that began the night near the bottom of the league in every meaningful statistical category. Uh, the immediate returns were encouraging. The Steelers ran for a season high 166 yards and scored a touchdown on the opening possession of the first of the opening possession for the first time all season. Uh, and the rookies did shine. Steelers first round pick Broderick Jones fit in seamlessly while making his first NFL start at right tackle. James was noticeable during a handful of longer runs and helped clear the lane for Harris on his 10-yard touchdown sprint in the first quarter. Second round pick Joey Porter Jr. asked Tomlin during the week for a chance to shadow Titans star wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins after a week after reaching the end zone 3 times against Atlanta. Hopkins was limited to 4 receptions for 60 yards despite being targeted a game high 11 times. It was just like he got to see me, Porter said. I just try to go in there with that chip on my shoulder and give him that good work. And there were some injuries for the Titans and the Steelers. First, the Titans, 4 different Tennessee offensive linemen. Left tackle Nicholas Petit Ferry left guard Peter Skoronowski and right guard Daniel Brunskill and tackle Andre Dillard had to be helped off the field at some point during the game. All but Petit Ferry shoulder returned, and cornerback Sean Murphy Bunting left in the first half with a thumb injury. Steelers lost defensive tackle Monta Montaravis, excuse me, Adams to an ankle injury in the first quarter. Inside linebacker Cole Holcomb was carted off in the first quarter with what appeared to be a serious left knee injury. And so there was one of those games that Tennessee had chances, but they just could not get over that hurdle and get the win. And up next, Titans continue a 3-game road trip when they travel to Tampa Bay to take on the Bucks tomorrow. And Steelers finish up a 3-game homestand tomorrow when they take on when Green Bay visits. So, but as I said, the Tennessee Titans had their chances, but they just could not get over the hurdle and win the game. So I have to give credit to where credit is due. So I have to give credit to where I have to give the game balls to the Steelers. Kenny Pickett, 19 of 30 carries and attempts, 160 yards, 1 touchdown. Najee Harris, 16 attempts, 69 yards, 1 touchdown. And Deontay Johnson, 7 receptions, 90 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 touchdown. So, but the Steelers prevail in this one, and I start out 0-1, and so does my brother-in-law, Eric Hoyle. We both took the Titans on that one, and we've got plenty of action tomorrow. The 9:30 game, Miami and Kansas City. That should be a doozy of a matchup. That's in London. Miami travels to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Seattle is in Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Arizona plays our Cleveland Browns here at Brown Stadium. And that game that I said that the Titans have, they have it next week with Tampa Bay next Sunday on the 12th. And the Steelers have the Green Bay Packers next Sunday on the 12th. Not this Sunday, next Sunday. I made a mistake. Tampa Bay travels to Houston to take on the Texans. The Rams are on Green Bay to take on the Green Bay Packers at legendary Lambeau Field. The Commanders take on the Patriots in Foxborough at Gillette Stadium. Uh, the Bears are at Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, take on the Saints. Giants are in Las Vegas, take on the Raiders at Allegiant Stadium. Indianapolis is in North Carolina, take on the Panthers, who will look for their second win, the Panthers. But Indianapolis try to beat them. Dallas is in Philly, take on Philly. Sunday Night Football, Buffalo and Cincinnati take on the Bengals. And Monday Night Football, the Chargers at the Chiefs. Well, that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 Thursday Night Football pregame show. I'll be back with the Scott Sports 101 NFL early games pregame show tomorrow. But until then, and everything else, but until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day and every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.